Hello everyone, welcome to our course site for Accounting 150. We're so grateful that you've joined us and are part of our class. And purpose of this little video is to just give you a feel for how things are laid out. We're going to look at the syllabus for a minute and just get you comfortable so that you're ready to get started in the class in this first week. So we've tried to design the course site so that all of the most important things are available across the top, one click, so that if you're looking for course content, if you're looking for a discussion, if you're looking for Dropbox, which we use for turning in assignments and tests and things, if you want to check your progress, what you've done and haven't done, all your grades are available. You can send an email through the system. We encourage you to ask questions using discussion boards, but email is available as well for more personal type questions. And then resources include the online tutoring, things with Zoom, which we'll use for office hours or for talking to me as a professor. Okay, how to use Brightspace, which is our online learning. Even Smart Thinking, which is online tutoring outside of Hack, but is available 24/7. The Hack online tutoring will show you the schedule and even the times where people are available. Even links to a library for research help that you may have to use that library help. All of those are available under resources. So all of the things that you most likely need are right here across the top. Then in the middle here is the news feed, which I use to update you, remind you of the things that are coming up. So you want to pay attention. It should change at least weekly, maybe even more often than that. My information, my ugly mug here, my email outside of the system. This is my regular Hack email. My office is an office phone number, which we're currently not using much, and my personal Zoom room link that we'll use for any time we want to meet together online. We can use that personal Zoom link. Down below that is the calendar and the content browsers down here. Most people, I don't think, use that a whole lot because they just go to content up here in the front, but it has the same thing organized by module. So that's how things are laid out, so you can find them hopefully easily. But if you have any questions, you're certainly welcome to use the discussion board about class questions as to where to find things. Now, I'm going to link to from the news feed to our syllabus. So here is our syllabus for this semester. Okay. Office hours. Monday and Wednesday 10 to 11 a.m. and Wednesday evening 7:30 to 9 p.m. Okay. CRN number, some phone numbers that you could use if you need to. The deadlines for refund dates are a link here in the syllabus. Our catalog description, a link to our free textbook. So I want to go to that just to give you a sense of what to expect when you link there. Here's our online free textbook. If you want to get a printed copy of this, then why is this not working? Oh, here we go. There is, you can do the PDF, print out the whole book. Okay, you can buy a print copy right from this LibreText situation or website. So lots of different ways you can get it. That all you pay for if you buy the print copy is the cost of printing and shipping to get it to you. It'll take a little while, but in the meantime, you can use the online version. Okay, so that is your options. Just to give you a sense of how it's organized, each chapter is broken down into the sub chapters or topics, if you want, if you will, where you read it. It'll always start with learning objectives, some questions and answers. The way that it is designed is it asks you a question and then explains the answer. So it's called the Socratic method. There are also check yourself periodically, giving you multiple choice questions and answers that will help you see if you're learning the material. Okay, always a kind of a summary, a key takeaway at the bottom of each section as well. And then we want to talk about, so if you can go back to the beginning, or you can just forward through using the arrow key, however you like. But at the end of each chapter is the end of chapter exercises. Okay? And so this is where you will go to find your homework. Okay? So in the end of chapter exercises, there are questions, and they're numbered. And then there are true-false questions. So questions are open-ended questions. True-false are obviously in the answer, true or false, numbered. Okay? Multiple choice, numbered. Okay? Those are all for your review. And in the learning module, I have provided you answers and explanations for all of those. So that's great review after you've done your reading, to answer these questions in your mind or on paper or whatever, and then check your answers to see how it compares to what I provided. I will take your homework will always come from the problems and the research. So when we give you instructions about the homework, it will be which problem, okay, and which research you need to do. Okay? It will never be from the questions, true, false, or multiple choice. It will always be from the problems part of the end of chapter exercises. So that's how the textbook is worked out. Each chapter looks exact the same way. Okay? And we go back way we came, and we're back in the syllabus. Okay? So that link is here in the syllabus. Link is in the course site. Link to the individual chapters in every online learning module. All right, there's our learning outcomes, things we hope to learn, our expectations. I will just emphasize that while you have flexibility and timing, you can do the class anytime you'd like because it's online. It still has deadlines, and you still need to log in regularly. It can be whatever time you want it to be, but you need to be online reviewing materials and things 2 or 3 or 4 times a week. Okay? And when you have a question, please ask for help. There are always discussion boards in this course to ask questions, and we will respond in 24 hours with answers and help, okay, when you need it. A little bit about the tests. We'll have a midterm and a final. This is a 7-week course, so shorter than you might be used to. Okay, we just have a midterm halfway through. Okay, we'll do that using the Dropbox and using Excel spreadsheet. And then we have a final, which will be taken inside Brightspace. It'll be multiple choice and fill in the blank type questions and be timed. All right, so it'll be a situation where you'll be able to take it whenever you like, but once you start it, you'll have a set amount of time. Each of the learning modules has a required discussion posting. The discussion first post, in each one of them will require 2 posts. Initial one, and the instructions will tell you exactly how to answer that. And then follow-up, and the instructions will also tell you what I expect in the follow-up post. So there'll be, both postings should be at least 2 or 3 complete sentences. They should respond to the questions, and they should be respectful and courteous and clear in your writing. We're going to practice some of our communication skills, specifically our writing research skills, because that's important as an accountant and in the accounting field. So we've got two memos to write, but we're going to write each one of them twice. We're going to write a rough draft. We're going to submit it. We're going to get graded on it and giving you feedback on how to improve it. And then you'll have a final draft that will be due. So we'll do that twice. So you'll actually turn in 4, the same assignment twice. Grammar, spelling, word choice will be important. Receive full credit, especially on the final draft. On the rough draft, it'll be more about that you covered the topic and that you had enough material and that you have it in the right format. We are going to use the professional business memo format. If you are unfamiliar with that format, you can Google that and find that anywhere, find examples, that sort of thing. But that is the way the format should be, and points will be taken off if that format is not used. Okay? I don't really care how you format your citations, but you must give credit where you have used a source outside of our class materials. Okay? Group ethics project. Halfway through course, or maybe even a little before halfway, we will put you in a group that will we'll actually have one of our modules about ethics, and just before that we will put you in those groups so that you can work on this assignment that the details will be given to you at that time. Instructions, the sources, everything that you need to complete that. You'll do 1 paper per group and turn that in at the end of the 7 weeks. Homework. This is how we work homework. Each week we'll have a homework assignment. As I said, you'll see the instructions in the Dropbox. It'll tell you which problems, which research to do, and then you'll post that. The original homework answers will be due on Saturday each week. Okay, and then once you have posted your answers, you'll be able to watch my video explaining how the answers I think should have been done, and then you can make corrections and re-upload your corrections back into the same Dropbox. So to help you with your study and actually learning, we want you to put that correction in a different color or highlight or something, okay, and include some explanation. Just putting the right number, if it needed a number, doesn't help you much when it's time to look at it. But if you will explain to your future self, this is why I messed this up and this is how I changed it and fixed it, then that will be very much more helpful when you are taking the exam. Okay, here's our class activities and calendar. Basically we got six weeks and a final, okay, and 6 topics, 6 chapters, and here's when you got the memos and the homework and that sort of thing due. Here's our grading system, straightforward. We have the two tests. We have 6 homework assignments, a great group ethics study. The memos, remember, 10 points for rough draft, 10 points for the final draft for 2 different memos, and then our required or graded discussions for a total of 360 points. Typical grading scale, 90% and higher, is an A. Okay? If things are going to be late, you need to let me know. Okay? You have to get in with a deadline if it's late. Points will be taken off unless there has been arrangements made for it in advance. Our attendance policy, if you need help with accommodations or anything of that nature, and please do your own work. We do not want you to cheat yourself. The working through the problems, the homework, the tests, it's all about facilitating your learning, and by copying others does not do much to help you learning the material. So that's our syllabus. So let's look at our first learning module, give you a feel for how each of these is organized. They're all the same way. They have a submodule called Reading and Explanation Materials. There'll be a link to the chapter. There is a PowerPoint presentation reviewing the important points, explanation of those PowerPoints, video. There is answers to the review questions at the end of the chapter. Then in the discussion, there's the graded discussion for the week with the detailed instructions. And then there's the just get questions answered discussion that's not graded and is always open. And then assignments include our career and accounting memo and our homework for chapter 1 this week, first week. And then, as I said, once you have posted in that, you'll be able to see the homework answer review video and make any corrections. So we'll get right started. We'll get started on reading. Let's get started on our first memo about accounting careers as we jump in to our 7-week course, Accounting 150.